Hey everybody, Civil Gear here. Today we're talking about Ergodyne Squids tool lanyard. I picked up the 6-foot long tool lanyard and a 3-pack of the tool attachments with the elastic tails on them. And just wanted to talk today about some of the features of them and what I like most. First up is the tool lanyard. It has an elastic inner core covered and protected by a nylon tubing. So it has lots of good stretch in it. A lot of other tool lanyards out there don't have the same elasticity as these guys do. And I was really impressed with how this guy performed when I tested it out in the backyard a few times, and I'll stick around for those. I was really impressed with the webbing, with the stitching here towards the tool clips. And then it comes with these 2 Carabiners, which for the price you get budget Carabiners, and they're definitely decent, but it's kind of like those Carabiners you use on your keys. Use it for about a year and then something in the spring mechanism usually gives and loses its spring back. I noticed that this little groove here can make it a little bit harder getting things through, pulling it off your belt or putting a tool on there. Just a point of observation. I noticed too it has this retainer clip. This is permanent. You can't do anything with this unless you really bash it and take it off. So anyways, that's something to keep in mind for the first time users like me, that you have to kind of deal with that being stuck there. Oh, and another thing too, the nylon webbing's got a fluorescent reflective stitch in there, and so that's great for if you're doing road work or doing utility work. You've got some extra reflective material in there, or in case you drop it where someone's not expecting it to be. So I thought that was a really awesome, unexpected feature of this budget lanyard. Next up, we got these 3-pack of tool tails. I picked these ones because I didn't really know what I was going to be attaching to my tool lanyard, so I wanted something that was versatile. So I went with these open tail loops with elastic. Let's take one of these, and it comes with this clip here that allows it to cinch on pretty much anything you've got. And so my version has got this plastic set with this top you push down, and it's got some pretty decent tension in there, so I'm not too worried about it coming off, but you got to push it real tight and it just cinches up on whatever you've got. Up at the front end, we got some more of that really sturdy stitching and about a quarter-sized steel loop, which I'm not sure, it was a little bit small for me. I would have preferred it just being a little bit bigger, but it works, that's for sure. The body of the nylon tubing also has the stitching with the fluorescent stitch in there. So if you're out in the dark and someone's shining a light on you, this will light up. With the tool tails, I just wanted to show you how you might use these on different tools. The one that I was most concerned about is if it would work on my mini sludge hammer here, because I usually have this in my tool belt, opening up sewer manholes or water valve covers. Always got to slam it open usually. So this was kind of my main tester. I was worried about it being too smooth of a handle that the elastic wouldn't hold on to it. So I found that if you give it enough tension when you pull the tie closed, it performs really well. So it's just something you always want to make sure really tight. And so just grasp it by the handle there and stick around in the video for some tests that I did of that grip. And so for other tools that actually have a built-in hole on them, you'll want to pick up some extra clips actually. Those tend to be the most effective way of using that feature. But if you don't have them around, do a little trick. Put your tie through and cinch it closed like that. Okay, so the next part. It's all good and well. We've got all of our new toys. We got our tool tails attached to the tools we want to take out. And we've got our tool lanyard to keep them safely attached to us. But we run into a problem here. These need to be attached to something while they're not being in use. And I found that these little rings here, I don't think they're going to do it for me. I went out and got one of these large carabiners a while ago, and I've had it on my belt for clipping stuff to it. But if you start piling these on and you want to get to a tool, you have to take out all of them, sort them, and find the one you want and detach it, right? But then what happens? You've got this one detached and it's free. It's gonna fall out any second. You gotta get it attached. So the solution is you take your main tool lanyard, right? And you clip it to the tool that you want. But I can't get it. These steel rings are just a little too small for me. So my solution is add more clips, right? Pick these up off Amazon. I'll put some links down in the description. But these are pretty much exactly the same clips. What do you know? Get your clips attached onto your rings. More clips look cool anyways. So we'll put these on here. Get them all set. Now what we can do is clip it directly to the tool that we want to use. So we are already secure before we take this off. And I can just take this one off, the one that I want. So there's always a direct connection. We are not going to lose a tool if we have fumble fingers or butter fingers. So that was my main point of application. Alright, so let's get to some of that testing I was talking about. Alright, so, well, exception for the last tool, I think they all did pretty good. That half sludge was kind of a stretch, just wanted to see how well it performed. I think it's held on to it, it just kind of slipped off after bouncing so many times, but I think overall it did really well. Anyways, thanks for watching, hope you found this review useful. Ergodyne's Squids tool lanyards. Feel free to leave a comment or questions down below, and we'll see you next time.